Hey, what's up? My name's Tim. So check this out. I'm driving home from work on Monday afternoon. For those of you who don't know, I work up here at church. I'm one of the youth interns. So I'm driving home from work, and I'm pulling out of the church parking lot, and I'm passing the church pond over there, and all of a sudden I see a cop coming towards me. And I see this cop, and at this point I'm like, okay, I'm going the speed limit, I'm all good. See the cop, he passes me, I'm like, phew, good. But all of a sudden, I see him make a U-turn in the middle of the street. So he pulls around, and then all of a sudden his lights go on, and at this point I'm like, great, I definitely have a ticket now. So I pull over, and the cop comes up to my window, and before I roll it down, he sort of glances at where my inspection sticker and registration is, and is checking those out. And then I roll down my window, and the first thing out of his mouth was, I'm pulling you over because your inspection sticker's overdue. I'm like, oh, officer, I'm sorry, I've totally forgotten about that. I've just been busy, and I'm sorry. I really had no excuse. And he's like, next question out of his mouth, no joke, no exaggeration. Son, do you have any drugs, weapons, anything of that sort, narcotics in your truck? I'm like, no, but thanks for asking. And then after that, he's like, okay, son, I need you to step out of the car. I'm like, okay, yes, sir. You know, I'm being respectful. So he goes back to his cop car, and he starts writing me a ticket. He starts running all my plates and stuff, checking my insurance and all that. Great stuff. And then he comes back to me and has me sign the ticket, and he gives me the ticket. And then all of a sudden, he hands me this notepad, and he's like, I need you to sign this. I'm like, you need me to sign this? What is this in particular? And he's like, it's permission for me to be able to search your truck. I'm like, search my truck? You know, I sort of caught off guard by this. I'm like, why would you need to search my truck? You're pulling me over for an inspection sticker. He's like, son, I need to search your truck. So I signed the sheet, and then sure enough, he goes back to his cop car. I didn't know this. He had to call another unit over. Just so happened that this other unit was across town at 5 o'clock, rush hour traffic. So finally, after 20 minutes, this other cop car gets here. And so he gets here, and his only job was to watch me while the other officer and his partner searched my car. During this whole time of searching my truck, remember, it's 5 o'clock, right outside the church, so everyone's passing me. Nike, Deb, Ryan. They're seeing me getting searched by the cops, and, you know, and, like, I'm just sort of waving to them, like, hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going? You know, it's sort of awkward. And so finally the cops get done searching my car, and they come back to me. He hands me my license, and he's like, well, have a good day, sir. And so I get in the car, start it up, start driving off, and then I began to think. I'm like, dude, there's no way that he was able to see that my inspection sticker was overdue in the 5 seconds that he passed me. And I started to think, I just got profiled. Because I drive an old truck, a classic truck, mind you. Because I drive a classic truck and I have long hair, I got profiled. You might be wondering, what does profile mean? I carry around a pocket dictionary all the time. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Where do you get a pocket dictionary this size, right? 2 words, 2 syllables, Office Max. It's a lifesaver. But I looked up what profiling is, and it's the act or process of exploiting information about person based on known traits or tendencies, or it's the act of suspecting or targeting a person on basis of observed characteristics or behavior. I drive an old truck. I have long hair. You decide. That's my blog. Tim, out.